Hello friends, my name is James Hopkins, and as always I'm joined by my good friends Brian Castiglione and Anthony Alessino, as well as my younger brother, Jack Hopkins. On this show we're all about parlays, overs, unders, spreads, and money lines. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Parlay-Vous. What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the Parlay-Vous podcast. Brian Castiglione is still ill. We got Jack, we got Jimmy, we got Alessino via Zoom. Let's get into it. I don't think we need to waste any time speaking on Thursday night, right? The game is going to be probably around halftime by the time this pod gets uploaded. We all said our piece on Tuesday. We're all good?
Yeah.
One piece of new information we can give maybe 3 minutes on. Zach Wilson expectedly has been officially announced the starter for the Jets on Sunday. It certainly changes the way I'm going to bet the game. I stand by what I said on Tuesday. I hope he lights it up or at least takes the shots and plays. Let it rip for once. This is probably your last 5-game stretch to prove that you belong on the Jets roster next year and to prove to 31 other teams that you're worth rostering in 2024.
Yeah, I think it's proved that you belong in the NFL. So I think that ship sailed
with the Jets.
Honestly.
Probably. But, I mean, I don't know, because I don't see them taking a quarterback in the draft. I really don't.
It opened up at 4.5. Zach Wilson announces that he's the starter. It goes down to 3.5.
A point is probably good. I mean, some people might think that's too much for Zach, but I think a point for a starting quarterback coming back into the game is fair.
Yeah. I agree.
I do think, I hope he lights it up. I hope he at least lets it rip. Stop playing this defensive fucking football bullshit. Stop trying to get
Unfortunately for him, he's against the Texans.
What'd you say about him playing?
He's playing Texas. It's not an easy team.
No, it's not an easy team, but none of these teams have been easy for the Jets. Jets are still the only, up until last week, they were the only team to beat Philadelphia. They should have beaten Kansas City. But then they get fucked. They can't even compete against teams like Atlanta. So it's a very weird Jets season we're dealing with. It is what it is. I'm expecting.
So did you see what Nick just texted us?
I'd know because my phone is the camera.
All right. So I don't know how. I'm not a Twitter guy. I don't really know how it works, but they have this. This place has the check. NFL Rookie Watch.
NFL Rookie Watch is a dick, but let's hear it.
Marvin Harrison has reportedly been offered nil deals that would compete with what he would receive as being the number 1 overall pick. For reference, the top 5 pick makes anywhere between $20 and $25 million in total cash as a rookie. This does not include any endorsement money, which would put Harrison well over that if he stays in college. He's not made a decision yet, but he is leaning towards staying in Ohio State to be Big Ten champions and beat Michigan next year. Nil has completely changed the game of football.
Yeah, so we're talking $30-35 million in cash, which the current highest reported NIL payout has been Shedeur Sanders at just under $5 million. They're valuing Arch Manning at somewhere around $7 million, by the time he sees the field. I think $35 million for one player in college is fucking crazy, no matter who it's coming from.
He's absolutely 100% entering the draft, so we don't have to get into that.
Well, yeah, because let's be quick about it. Kyle McCord has already hit the transfer portal. A ton of God bless you. A ton of Ohio State players hit the transfer portal already within the first day that it was opened, because there are rumors that Ryan Day is hightailing it to the NFL. So if there's enough significant rumors that the head coach is hightailing it out to go to the NFL and run away from the big bad Michigan Wolverines that he couldn't beat, the only team he couldn't beat in his tenure was Michigan, and then all of your players, including first-year starter quarterback Kyle McCord, are all hitting the transfer portal, I think there's something to be said about that. I don't see a guy sticking around looking for a new quarterback, looking at a new coach. It's basically going to be an entirely new program for his senior year. Or his redshirt junior year. I don't know how his eligibility is right now. No, he's as good as in the NFL, in my opinion. Stranger things have happened, but I don't see it happening. While we're talking about it, day 1 of the transfer portal opened up. 1,100 some odd kids entered the transfer portal. That is roughly a 30% increase from last year, where 700 and some change entered the transfer portal in day one.
Yeah.
This is just how college football is going to be now. And it's why teams like Clemson and Dabo Swinney aren't the powerhouses they were just 4, 5, 6 years ago, because Dabo don't fuck with the transfer portal. And he's going to be one of these guys that dies on his sword.
Yep.
It's like bringing a sword to a gunfight.
The number one left tackle in high school, he committed to Colorado.
Yep. Ton of quarterbacks already hit the portal. DJ Uiagalelei hit the portal again. Tyler Shuff hit the portal for his 7th year of college football. He's now going to be Louisville's quarterback next year. So, oddly enough, you said Jack Plummer was no good. Tyler Shuff will be 25 years old next season. He'll be playing quarterback.
Tyler Shuff will be 30 and ready to start.
A couple of other guys. Kyle McCord, obviously. A couple of quarterbacks have hit the portal already. We'll see what happens. I'm not following college football transfers like it's NFL free agency. I won't do it. Come fucking, I don't know, May, come spring ball, come July, then I'll get reacclimated to who went where. This is collegiate athletics. I'm not going to treat it like it's I'm more interested in fucking Soto going to the Yankees last night than I am about who's transferring to what school. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
So we're moving on from Thursday. We'll go right into handicapping. I don't have my notebook, but Jack, you have the records from last week.
I do.
Let me get my shit organized real quick so that way I can set the new records up. All right. I'm good. Let's hear it.
I went 6-7. You went 10-3, and Alessino went 7-6. It was a shitty week for me, I guess.
I went 10-7. You said
10-3.
And what was Alessino's record?
7-6.
7-6.
So I don't know exactly where your records were. I don't have your paperwork here.
Garbage.
Jack's record is now 57, 72, and 4. And I finally pulled ahead of 500 for, I think, the first time all year. 67, 61, and 5.
Wow, very good. That's pretty good.
11-4 last week, 10-3 this week. 2 big weeks to salvage it.
If you end strong, you could have that could be a really good record.
If we got to keep it up now. That's the problem.
Well, that's your job, not mine. It's too late for me.
So, without further ado, we're going to do a quick one today. It's a late start for us. Boss man had a rough day at work. We had, it's getting colder. We do construction. I don't want to say rough week, but it's been a relatively long week, and next week's going to be longer. So, we're not going to not do the pod, but we're going to get through this one pretty quick today, guys. Let's go. You got the sheet? You ready to rumble?
Let's rumble in the jungle, boys. First game Thursday night. We don't need to talk about it.
Well, we picked it already. So let's just say I picked Pittsburgh. We all picked Pittsburgh for tonight's game, right?
Yeah, I believe so, yeah.
You can change your pick now.
No, I'm going Pitt.
All right.
So, first game on the slate, Tampa Bay at Atlanta. Spread is 2.5.
Tampa Bay, you got to say who's favored.
Atlanta.
Atlanta minus 2.5 on the road at Tampa Bay.
No, Tampa Bay at Atlanta.
Well,
Atlanta
did he not just say Atlanta at Tampa?
No, I did not.
I don't know. I know what it is, so I'm not, I don't know.
It's Atlanta minus 2.5 at home against Tampa.
Yes.
I'll take Tampa Bay.
I'll take Tampa Bay.
I'll take Tampa Bay. Next game, Detroit at Chicago. Detroit is the favorite at -3.
Detroit -3 on the road in Chicago.
I'm going to take Detroit. I'm not going to get cute about it.
Yeah, I'll take Detroit. One of those Twitter accounts, like not the same one you just referenced, but there's a Twitter. I think it might have been JPA Football on Twitter. Right now, the plan right now in Chicago is to draft a quarterback and move on from Justin Fields, assuming they wind up with the number 1 overall pick. If I'm the Giants, I can't make that for a 4th round pick. If you can't get something similar like the Trae Young deal, why not?
Trey Lance.
Sorry, Trey Lance. Yeah, I pulled a U. I pulled a U.
I was like, wait a minute, he doesn't do that.
The Trey Lance deal. I do. If I'm the Giants, I'm picking up the phone as soon as the season ends. Give you a 4th rounder for Justin Fields.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Jack.
Next game we got Indianapolis at Cincinnati. Indianapolis -1.
Now,
Indy.
you know, fuck. After what I saw Monday night,
I know, but I'm
Cincinnati.
starting to think that the Jaguars just aren't that good.
Give me Cincinnati. I can get behind that, though. I can get behind that statement.
I'll take Indy. I mean, we talked about it on Tuesday. The fact that they put zero coverage out there on that 3rd and 2 play against 3 of the better wide receivers in the NFL,
Oh, yeah.
it's not like, I mean, it was a throw, but it's not like he made a trip. Jamar Chase beat him right off the fucking gate, and it's just pitch and catch from there. You know?
Yeah.
Next game we got.
Who'd you take, Jack?
I took Indianapolis.
Indy, you took Cincy.
Next game we got Jacksonville at Cleveland. Cleveland's the favorite at -3. Which is wild to think about with Joe Flacco.
Jacksonville at Cleveland,
Yeah.
and Cleveland's -3.
Yes.
This is going to be one of those come down to the wire when it comes down to like putting real tickets in on DraftKings this weekend, and I actually lock a bet in because obviously things can change between Thursday and Sunday. Tell you, I saw a few clips of Trevor Lawrence at practice today. He looked fine. He looked like he was overselling that injury a little bit on Thursday night. Lawrence goes, I'm taking Jacksonville. So from what I saw on Twitter of clips of him at practice today, he looks fine. So I'll go Jacksonville. That might be an early favorite for the Glizzy God.
I'll go Jacksonville.
I'll take Cleveland. Next game we got is Carolina at New Orleans. New Orleans is 5.5. Spread is -5. Famous Jameis.
Yeah. I'm gonna go Carolina.
I don't know why.
I'm going to go Carolina also.
No, I'm taking New Orleans. I don't.
That's your right to.
Why Carolina? Why? You guys have this fascination with them for the past 3 weeks, and they haven't won once.
Did they cover last week? They did. They did cover last week.
No, they didn't. Tampa blew them out. Covered. 90% positive.
No, we won the bet on that.
We won the bet on the teaser at +11, but did they?
They won by 3, bro.
Yeah, they covered.
Silly boy. You don't believe me? It was 21-18.
Oh, they did cover shit. All right.
Yeah, that was one of my 10 wins last week.
This is for you.
Yo.
Keep it moving, you fucking schmuck.
That's
No more
fucking
weed
crazy.
before the podcast.
Next game is Houston at New York. Houston is 5.5, but that moved now 3.5.
Yeah.
So it's now 3.5.
Well, I think it moved.
I have it 3.5.
It's 3.5. I think it
Yeah.
moved a point from Tuesday to Wednesday.
Oh, actually, you know what? Let me double check that. Yeah, I have it 3.5.
So it's moved 2 points since Tuesday. We had Houston at 5.5 on Tuesday.
Yeah, I'm not going to be stupid. I have to take the Texans here.
Jack.
Jets have played uninspired ball.
I'll just take the Jets.
Yeah, I'm going to take the Jets as well.
I feel like I have to. I mean, obviously I don't have to, but
You guys are suckers. It's fine.
dude, if you ain't rooting to see your team win, then what are you doing? Are you enjoying yourself?
I haven't been
Yeah, wait
rooting
till we
for
get to the
Jets
Giants.
for a while, but I don't even necessarily know if I'm rooting for them. I'm rooting for Zach Wilson. I'm not even necessarily rooting for the Jets this week. Look, the Texans are good, right? They're a good team. They're a well-coached ball club. They're the hot new fucking shiny object right now. Stroud looks like a legit baller. He is still a rookie. They are still playing against the Jets defense. And Tank Dell is gone.
Yeah, I hear you. No, I hear you.
3.5. I'll take a field goal victory.
Yeah, I'm with that.
Let's
Next
keep it
game.
going.
I am looking to see if the spread moved at all based on injuries. So
Just say the game. I got the spread.
Yeah, Alcino has them.
All right, we got Minnesota. Oh wait, no, not Minnesota. We got Los Angeles at Baltimore. Baltimore -7 is what I have.
7.5.
Baltimore -7.5 over which Los Angeles team?
The Rams.
Chargers.
Baltimore -7.5 over the Rams or the Chargers?
Rams.
He said
What do you-
Rams. He said Chargers. So
Rams.
Rams.
My bad.
Baltimore -7.5 over the Rams.
Yes. I'm gonna take the Rams.
Alcino.
This is the Ravens off a bye.
Yeah.
Or no. Fucked. I'm gonna take the Ravens.
I know that half point scares me. I'll take the Ravens as well. I don't feel super great about it, but I'll go Ravens.
Next game is Minnesota at Las Vegas. I got Minnesota -3.
Minnesota
Three.
-3.
Yeah.
All right, so that's an interesting spread. The Pastronaut is still starting this game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jefferson's back.
It's an interesting spread to me just because Jefferson comes back, a team that hasn't really looked great all year. Give me the Raiders.
Look at the Vikings.
I'm gonna take the Vikings as
Of
well.
course you will.
Why? What's the problem with that? I
I don't know,
thought that
you
was
just
all
have a
right.
boner for fucking Josh Dobbs.
No, I think he's a great story, but I feel like you're just hating Minnesota, but we always hated
I
Minnesota.
just don't think they're a good team. I don't think they're a good team, and I think people over fucking blew one good performance from Josh Dobbs.
Okay. Next game, I got Seattle at San Francisco, and San Francisco at 10.5.
Give me San Fran until they prove they can't.
We can go with 10.5. It looks like it's 11 here on Bleacher Report, but I'm not checking DraftKings. I'm only checking Bleacher Report. So given that, give me Seattle.
I'm gonna take San Francisco.
I know what you're thinking. Divisional game, 10's a lot of points in a divisional game.
Yeah,
I get it.
that's a lot of points in the divisional game.
They just dismantled the best team in the NFL.
I mean, they're not the best team in the NFL. We've said that, right? So
Right? Who is them? Is it them?
yeah,
Niners are the best team in the NFL.
yeah, 100%. I don't think that the Eagles are the second best team in the NFL.
I don't think the Eagles are the best team in their own fucking division.
Oh, well, yeah. So there you go. Go ahead, Josh.
Jesus Christ, Vinny. Enough.
Next game, we got Buffalo at Kansas City. Kansas City is the favorite at 2.5.
I'm taking Kansas City till you prove me wrong.
They just did last week.
No. Against the Bills or Burrow or like those type of gunslinging mentality teams. This is the game Josh Allen with 3 interceptions.
Coming off of Sean McDermott's fucking 9/11 speech to the team in the facility this week. Did you hear about this?
No.
Sean McDermott gave a speech to the squad in the locker room talking about how they need to come together as a team and find unity and come together for one common goal. And he likened it to Al-Qaeda, the guys who took the planes on 9/11, and said they were probably pretty organized, right? I'm not making this up. Said they were probably pretty organized, right? They had one common goal. What do you think they had that we don't? It's like, I don't know, fucking holes in their brain. He's already fucking apologized for it, but I just don't understand how we even got there. But I'm still gonna take Buffalo.
Yeah, no, I'm taking Kansas City, dude. Can't be giving speeches about 9/11 in the locker room. This is football, dude.
I mean, you could.
I thought
you could if you went the other way and talked about the first responders. Then it would be
That's
like
what I thought you were going with.
it would be in poor taste, but I could see the metaphor if you were talking about the first responders. But you likened it to those who hijacked the planes. And we're New Yorkers. Jack's post 9/11 born, but we both know people who either served on 9/11 or were lost on 9/11. It's a very touchy subject for us and people we live with. We're fucking
100%.
30 miles away from it. I mean, craziness.
Not his best move.
Not the best, not the fucking second best either.
Next game, we got Denver at the Superchargers. Chargers minus 2.5.
Denver
No
Chargers.
chance. Give me Denver.
Chargers are minus 2.5, and it's in LA.
Yeah.
Denver.
Denver.
I'm going to go with the Chargers.
Yuck.
You can hate it, but then if I win it and I go 6-7 and I feel like I made a point on that win, it feels like I won the whole thing. So
If I go 6-7, he says.
next game, Philadelphia at Dallas.
You
Dallas
can't-
minus 3.5.
You can't go 6-7 this week. There's 14 games.
Dude,
Yeah,
I'm not fucking.
What is it?
I'm not fucking counting the games. We're doing, whatever.
I didn't count the games either,
Oh,
dog.
my
I saw that
God.
there's only 2 teams on a bye. What So even worse, that means there's 15 games and we were both wrong. It's Philadelphia at Dallas. Dallas is minus 5 at home.
No, that's 3.5.
That's a 3.5. It looks like a 5 from here. I'll take the boys.
I'm going to go Dallas, even though they probably won't win.
I'll go with Dallas.
Okay. Monday night double header. First part, Tennessee at Miami. Miami is minus 13. Give me the Fins. Easiest bets I've made all year. The Fins.
You know what? He's not wrong. I'm going with Jack. Give me the Fins.
I'm going to take the Titans.
God damn it, James.
I'm going to
What's
take
up?
the Titans.
You don't think 13's doable?
No, I do think it's doable, but it's a lot of points in the National Football League, and I think not many teams are built to ground the Dolphins, but the Titans can be if they choose to be.
Yeah, but, they just blew someone out 45-15 who had a good defense. So, I don't know. You tell me, aren't they number 1 in scoring or something like that?
What team was that?
The Dolphins.
No, what team did they blow out?
The Commanders, I think.
The Commanders are dog shit.
Wait, no,
it was
hold
the
on.
Commanders. The Commanders
Hold
are
on.
dog
Yeah, it was
shit.
the Commanders.
And I'm not talking about the defense when I say ground the Dolphins. I'm talking about what's the best defense, a good offense. How do you keep the offense off of the field in football? You run the ball and drain the clock. They have, maybe up for debate this year, but over the last 5 years, one of a top 3 running back in the NFL who's a bruiser, who can fucking drag
If he
down.
plays,
What?
If he plays.
If he plays. I'll take him.
he's in concussion protocol.
Well, if he doesn't play, then I lose, dude. This is gambling. It's a make or miss league.
Back on. Move on.
It's a make or miss league.
All right. We're on to the second half of the doubleheader on Monday night. Green Bay at the New York Football Giants. Green Bay -7.
Giants.
Go Pack, go. I think Jordan Love might be for real.
I'm gonna go with the Giants. And you know what? I'm gonna root for the Giants this week. I feel like I'm gonna enjoy that.
You're gonna enjoy rooting for the Giants this week?
Yeah, I think I am.
Tommy Cutlets is saying there will be no quarterback drafted.
God, please, I don't want to talk about that guy.
How about you guys? How about you guys go get me, the new face of the franchise, some protection before I get my mother, my father, and my cousins to play the offensive line for us.
I'm locking in, all right?
You're locking in what, your bets?
That's next, right? Or you want to go over last week's?
I mean, we could do last week. I need a cover or not cover out of somebody. I had Detroit Jack had Detroit -4.
Yes.
Indy -1.
Yes.
Philly +3.
Nope.
And Glizzy was the Eagles.
Nope.
Alessino put a double lock on Pittsburgh, Arizona over 41.5. Did you get there? No,
It hit.
right? It did hit?
What was it?
41.5?
No, 34 got
34. Wrong over. I'm sorry about that.
And Rams -4, and the Glizzy God was Carolina. That's unfortunately a no, because the Glizzy God is for
That's a one for two.
I had Atlanta -2. I had the Rams -4. I had the Chargers -5.5. Denver was the Glizzy, so that's a 3 for 4. And Brian wasn't here, right? Oh yeah, let's make some locks. Jack, you want to make your picks first, and then hand me the sheet? Are you not ready yet?
No, I'm thinking about my last one. I won't be too long here. But first, I'm gonna lock in Indianapolis -1, and then I'm going to lock in
Indianapolis +1.
+1 or -1?
+1.
They're +1. That's we had a different handicap. I had it at -1.
Indianapolis is +1. All right, keep it going.
Indianapolis +1. Detroit -3. And I'm gonna take New Orleans -5. And then my Glizzy God of the week is gonna be the New York Giants.
Jesus Christ. All right. Alessino, you ready? You got picks?
Yeah, I'm gonna take the Vikings -3. I'm gonna do the Broncos +2.5. And I'm gonna do over on Giants Packers 36.5. And Glizzy God, it's got to be at least 3, right?
Yeah.
What was the over? 41.5?
36.5.
36.5.
My Glizzy God's gonna be
Having a tough time over there?
3 is tough, because it's like, give me the Jaguars.
Okay.
All right, let me go ahead and take Dallas -3.5. I also will take Denver +2.5. Give me Green Bay -7. And I'm going to take the Las Vegas Raiders as my Glizzy God of the week.
Yikes. That's not good for the betting aspects of our show.
Why?
Because we're all over the place.
That's all right. We could come to terms on something.
I think we should do another round robin. I had fun last time.
You want to do another round robin? I mean, that's something we could possibly do. Let me see that real quick. Just to review, last week we finally came in with a dub. I believe we were what, minus 22.32?
Yeah.
We were down $2,332. We had a 3-team teaser: Carolina plus 11, Denver plus 9, Rams plus 2, 1,000 to win 1,600, which means we were now down, what, 732, right? 2332 minus 1,600, $732.
Yep. It's good to be back, boys. That's what I'm here to do.
All right, get to cooking.
So,
What do you got? What do you got? You don't got anything over there? You're just...
I'm just thinking. I mean,
All right, I got one. I like
Say-
Indianapolis. Plus
are we
one.
doing a round robin or are we doing a teaser again?
I don't hate the idea of doing a teaser and just try to get in the positives here.
I think if we're doing a teaser, it makes all the sense in the world to take the Jaguars up to 9.
That's what I was just going to say.
It'd be crazy not to take them up to 9.
I was just going to suggest taking the Jaguars up to plus 9. And, I mean, you guys like the Giants, so I can't, Green Bay taking them down to minus 1 I think is a good teaser move, but you guys both like the Giants, so I'm not going to do that.
What about Baltimore? I know I picked the opposite, but that fits the mantra here, right?
Baltimore's 7.5 points. It gets you down to minus 1.5, so kind of. 6.5, 7 is really where it's like a fucking chef's kiss. But you're right. You are right. Like, the idea with the 6-point teaser is to target. The numbers are fucking 7, 3, and 0. You want to get it to around or below a touchdown, to around or below a field goal, or to an even number. Those are the numbers you try to get to with the teaser. So if it was a fucking, let's just say for the sake of the game, if the Ravens were minus 9 or minus 9.5, you tease them down to 3.5, you're still not getting underneath that 3-point threshold, so it's almost like defeating the purpose in a way.
I think there's two obvious ones. I think the Jaguars is an obvious one. I think the Broncos up.
That's what I was just going to say. I was just going to say Broncos up to 8.5.
I think that's an easy one.
I don't hate the Ravens going down to minus 1.5. But I think I also... Did I wind up picking the Ravens or did I pick the Rams? I did take Baltimore.
You're going to hate what I say, but I almost... What do you think about the Panthers back up to 11?
I don't hate the Panthers back up to 11 at all. I don't. Jack might.
You won last time, so...
Okay.
Ball's back, dude.
Yeah, ball's back.
Ball's back.
So do you feel good about that, though? You didn't make any of these picks.
I don't feel good about it. It's just respect. I feel like, you got a win on me that I thought was kind of stupid.
The Panthers?
Yeah, the teaser. You cooked up a nice little teaser last week. So you know what? I'll let you go for it again. Let's see if you go 1 for 2 or 2 for 2.
All right, Alice. That's a lot of pressure. Jack just put the ball in your court.
I mean, let me see. I'm gonna type it in now. It should be the same shit, but I'm gonna type it in now.
All right. We got about 130 seconds left with you, if I'm
So
reading.
close it out, and I'll get the
But
number.
is this definitely going to be the bet that we do?
I think so.
All right, yeah. So that was a quick one for you today. We're just waiting to get the total numbers. It should be the same as last week's teaser.
Yeah, looks like it's just over 1,600.
1,000 to win 1,600 again. That's going to be the bet this week. It's a teaser, 3 legs, 6-point teaser. Jacksonville +9, Denver +8.5, Carolina +11. It's 1,000 to win 1,600. And hopefully we cash another one of these can't miss teasers. We get back in the green for the first time in a bunch of weeks, probably since like early October. And that'll be pretty lit and exciting. And that's the show today. It was a quick one. Here's one thing I do have to say, because I somewhere along the shuffle I forgot to bring this up. College football did the conference championships last week. Your boy went 8-2. My only losses came on Louisville, who just refused to show up on offense, and Appalachian State lost to Troy in a game that I knew almost nothing about, and just picked App State because I've actually seen them play this year. It is what it is. I think I was 18-12-4 overall on the regular season. So throw my conference record on top of that now. That brings me up to what? 14-4 so far, I believe. Obviously, regular season record still is what it is. I'll double check the records and we'll get back to you on Tuesday. And then bowl season's right around the corner. We'll start picking some of those games. This was a fun little quick one we did. Alessino, thank you for making the time, even though you had a rough night at work. Final thoughts from anybody? You got, we lost Alessino. He's gone. Final thoughts?
Is a hot dog a sandwich?
I gotta tell you, a hot dog, if it's anything, it's a taco.
Really?
If a hot dog is anything, it's a taco. It's
Okay.
not a sandwich, dude.
All right.
All right.
No, I'm okay with that. I just wanted to keep
You
on your
weren't
toes a
prepared
little
for me to
bit,
have
dude.
an answer, were
Dude,
you?
you came out with a
You thought you
lightning
were gonna
quick
fucking
answer.
get me, and you didn't, dude.
All right, dude, shit. You know, hot dog is a taco.
We're brought to you by House of Havoc Podcasting, Stay Thirsty Company, Dino Skate Park, and Justin's Shop in West Hampton Beach. Peace out.
Stay tuned, yeah. Don't be a cuck.